Good morning, Saugatuck Church. Good morning. It is such a joy to be with you this morning, especially since 2.5 hours ago I was in Newport, Rhode Island, having celebrated the wedding of Aries' son Ernest to his bride Shruti in a joyful wedding ceremony yesterday afternoon. I tried to bring a little bit of the blessing of Saugatuck Church to that time and space, and I ask you to hold Ernest and Shruti in your prayers as we celebrate with them this weekend. I want to extend a particular welcome to those in our midst who may be here for the first time, or maybe a some-timer, all the guests in our midst. We are so glad you're here with us. If you'd like to know more about Saugatuck Church or get more connected, I encourage you to fill out the visitor flyers that are in the pews. You can actually tear off the bottom and put it in an offering plate. Let us know if you'd like to be included on our e-blast list so you can hear what's going on from week to week. Let me know if you would like a call or want to know more about the church from our Director of Children's Ministries. Just make a note. It would be lovely to hear from you. I commend to you all the announcements in our bulletin this morning, and do want to note that our men's retreat will not be happening this coming weekend. The timing didn't end up being good for enough participants, but keep your ears open, gentlemen, because I know that the Reverend Willie Salmond and Bruce Borner are putting their heads together to think about what kinds of gatherings would be meaningful for the men in our congregation. Maybe something shorter, maybe an afternoon. So if you have thoughts about how you'd like to be gathered in community, take those thoughts to Willie, who's in the back. Willie, could you just wave a hand? Or look up Bruce Borner. And then mark your calendar for the All Ages retreat that's up at Silver Lake at the end of January. That's an everybody welcome, y'all come retreat, a time for some playing together and conversation, and it is a blast. I'm told I don't get to go because I'm here hosting y'all on Sunday morning, but there are lots of people who are there and look forward to welcoming you. Are there other announcements in the life of the church to be lifted up this morning? Then hear this. I don't know why you come to church on Sunday morning. Maybe you come to find some sense of community. Perhaps you are here to find comfort or encouragement. Maybe you're here for music and how it lifts our spirits. A little peace before we step out into the week. I hope that you're here in part because you have experienced an extravagant welcome. Because you believe in that God of the wide open arms. I will tell you, I come to church because I believe that what we say about God on Sunday morning matters when we walk through those doors, has practical implications for how we live our lives. So when we say that we are all made in God's image, women made in the divine image, men, transgender, gay, lesbian folks, people of every race and color and ability, children and adults. When we claim that we are all made by God in God's own image, it suggests something about the choices that we make, the policies we pursue, the way we treat our neighbors out in the world. We are called to treat one another with integrity. This morning, beloved, if you are the survivor of sexual assault or abuse, if you have suffered from sexual harassment, You in particular, I want you to hear and perhaps to trust that you are beloved of God, whole and worthy and free of shame. All of us, I want to trust that we are people of integrity. That's why I come to church, to be reminded of that truth, to seek after a God who believes that with God's whole heart, and to ask, how can I be in a world that treats all people with integrity? How can I be part of that? That's why I'm here, because I think our words actually matter. And I'm so glad you're here too, because this gathering, it is closer to complete, because you are here. So come. Come. This is God's house. Christ is our host. Beloved, together let us worship with thanks and with praise.
Good morning. The song says, when I was in trouble, nobody but you. Listen to it.
extend a warm and enthusiastic welcome this morning. We are so glad to have you here. Friends, inspired by that spirit, I invite you to rise on your feet or in your hearts as we call ourselves to worship. Beloved of God, what is our mission here on earth?
To seek goodness, show mercy, and pursue truth.
But what does it mean to pursue truth?
To be honest with ourselves, each other, and God our Redeemer.
Can we do that? Can we acknowledge our values and our mistakes all wrapped together in human form?
Holy One, be our guide. Fill our hearts and minds with your vast love. Chase away our fears. Today, teach us to pursue truth, goodness, and mercy with vigor and never retreat.
Come by here, my Lord. Come by here. Come by here, my Lord.